It was supposed to be a game show like any other.
I'm honestly like so close to just chalking it out and just ending the recording here. Honestly, I am.
Just a few teams facing off to see who can win. But it all went crashing down in just a moment.
This is the third that we're not even halfway done.
Well, I spent over a month building this event, planning every detail, testing, so when everything burned down almost instantly, it was devastating. The concept was simple, 5 teams of 2 battling 6 different games. After each game, teams earned points based on placement, and at the end, we'd crown a winner. That ending never came. The game show had more exploits than Cyberpunk on release, and when you mix it up with the most annoying people I have on Discord...
Fuck off, it's MC, you didn't give me my hat! Go to hell! I hate you! Die! Die!
It should have been clear what would have happened. Before the event even started, problems began piling up. The biggest one, of course, being the content creators themselves. I wanted at least 8 people so there would be more competition. For a moment, it looked like I had just enough participants, and then, one by one, they started cancelling. No worries, I told myself, I have backups. But that was just the first snowball that never stopped rolling. That single issue triggered an avalanche that buried the entire event. So let's rewind and look at what went wrong and whether this failure was avoidable at all. This event was designed for other content creators. Because of that, I assumed something dangerous. I assumed everyone knew how to handle installing mods. Like, come on, it isn't that hard. You just take this file, you drag it from your downloads folder into the folder called mods. I would say, how don't you know how to do this? You do it for a living. But then I would be lying if I said you had a living from this. Just like GTA 6, the event was delayed because of technical issues. All that was required was simple voice chat and 2 texture packs, both being optional. And somehow even that was too much to ask for. As we waited, the mood slowly drained out of the room. People got bored. The excitement I hoped for was never really there. Eventually, before anyone quit, we got everything working, and in a rush manner, we started.
Welcome everyone to the early Minecraft game show where skill is optional, confusion is guaranteed, and you definitely will not be prepared for all the events.
That was a shit intro.
I'm gonna kick you out of this event, I swear to God.
The first game was simple. You had 20 minutes to create a song using note blocks. At the end, teams would vote on their favorites. My expectations were already low. They somehow dropped even further after seeing this.
Now that's a B, but you should use redstone, I can't lie.
The hell does redstone do?
Okay.
Show me.
You just use any blocks, right? To put it like this, you put redstone repeaters, and then when you put a lever, someone just put a lever here, you should have one. And you see?
This is the sort of content I wanted to see, people struggling with the most mundane tasks. They didn't understand that I wanted them to struggle and not me, because what I didn't anticipate is how quickly people would start breaking the game. The map wasn't sealed with bedrock. I wanted to have an easy way to differentiate between teams, and separating them into different colors felt better than by using numbers. And people say we don't learn anything from history. I did, however, assume no one would try to escape. I was wrong. I did not learn enough from history. Within 5 minutes, people realized they could get out. Luckily, there was no major griefing. This became a pattern, players consistently pushing outside what was intended, doing things I never planned for. Another problem surfaced just as quickly, cooperation, or rather, the lack of it. Some teams refused to participate in games. Instead of playing, they would argue about random things, teammates, or goddamn stupid hats.
See, you didn't give me my hat!
I was stuck in an impossible position. I needed them for the video, but without some level of respect, everything would collapse. I tried not to think about it too much, and let things run as they were. Still, none of this compared to what was coming.
Who the fuck broke the map?
This one was my favorite idea. Teams had to recreate dyed armor sets as accurately as possible. There were 3 stages. A warm-up where the armor stand was visible.
It's gotta be like a lighter green.
A memory test where it disappeared after a minute.
Am I right? Or am I right?
Let me have a look. Okay. Yeah, you're wrong.
How wrong?
And the time is up.
Wait, how wrong?
And finally, remembering 3 different armor stands, then creating an armor set that would contain a combination of different parts from each of these sets. It should have been fun.
I need red!
Oh, we almost got it. You gonna do your pants?
I need pink!
Instead, people quickly discovered they could escape. Again.
Ow. Please don't jump out of the map. I beg of you.
Fence placements allow players to jump out and run around the map. No, for next time, we must build the greatest wall to ever exist. Not offense.
We will build a great wall.
Just these first 2 games, I learned a painful lesson. I really needed beta tests. I don't know why I didn't have them. There was some like everything, but nothing catastrophic. What hurt more was the audio. The goddamn audio. Voice chat was a mess.
Don't worry, you got this.
I'll take whatever you take.
Teams were supposed to create isolated VC so they wouldn't be constant yelling, and at times the outside voices, they were louder than the inside ones. And to add even more, somehow my OBS decided to use my webcam mic rather than my real one. Yeah, so this is how I sounded.
Okay, and time is up. So
Bruh.
put on all of your,
Bruh.
all the armor, and we let it be.
By this point, things started to go south, and I felt the pressure. I wanted everyone to enjoy the game, have some fun. But a dreadful feeling was seeping in my body. As I became more and more anxious, I started to forget about explaining things, making jokes. My mind, it just went blank. The goal here was to create the most useless redstone contraption imaginable. Other teams would vote on the winners.
They still, this orange is just voting for themselves.
This is where I made my biggest mistake. No, not making this event. In all that stress, I forgot to clear inventories. So players had items that they were never supposed to have. If you can see, the roof is made of breakable blocks. Yeah, so you can all imagine what the first thing some contestants did. Yeah, I could not have imagined just how far some of these people would go. For example, running seemingly pointlessly outside the map. Wink, wink.
How? Why? How are you... You broke...
Wait, no, I'm getting materials for him.
You're getting materials.
Yeah, this is a business expedition.
How? The map is over there and you're here.
Others use it to their advantage in making their contraptions.
You ever had a moment where you just wanted someone to go home extremely bad? You ever had a friend who was just so annoying that you just wanted them to just go home as quick as possible? Well, now I got the go home machine. You see, it's very common in like the places like the United States government. They make it so that you can send people home. So here, I would like a volunteer. Anyone like to volunteer in this minecart right here? With the flick of a switch, I can send this man back home.
Wait, that's so cool.
Who wants to go next?
When it came to judge their creations, yeah, you can imagine just how well that went. In the meantime, though, someone had lava casted the map. This made me extremely confused.
I'm trying to find something, but I can't get it. It's iron.
There was no way of obtaining a bucket as far as I was concerned.
Can you give us some iron, please? We need iron.
In that moment, something broke in me. The constant sabotaging, rule breaking, this type of behavior made whatever hope I still had quietly disappear.
Okay.
One
so
part of it. Stupid. I
Good
put my
job.
own inventory too.
Oh my. Wait, he
So we have
took
one-
everything. Wait, he took everything. Can you kill him?
Who's the winner?
Female, come here.
Yeah.
Well, we could go home machine.
Wait.
Attempt 2-1.
Yeah, I'm trying to get to it. I'm honestly like so close to just chalking it out and just ending the recording here. Honestly, I can't lie. I've gotten to the point where I'm just sitting here and I'm just like, what the fuck? Like, I'm actually. This is the third that we're not even halfway done. And
No,
I'm
keep on
still-
going. Keep on going. I want to be a lot of content. Come on.
It depends on what the
I
next
wanna make
one
a
is.
video. I wanna make a
I
video
want
about
a better team.
Wait.
Just keep on. Go to the next one. Go to the next one. Go to the
Okay.
next one.
But with the encouragement from a few people, the show continued. This game wasn't called Doomsday, but that's what it became. It was the only command block heavy event where in order to work effectively, command blocks were needed. But as I got the first team to try it, this was the site.
Okay, your team what?
That was it, the breaking point. There was no coming back. People were stepping on my head the whole time, breaking my game, unwanting to cooperate. I knew exactly who did this. From the start, he would interrupt even when I had important speeches, broke the game, griefed maps, the only person who demanded iron, which he then used to lava cast the map, the person who I saw outside, the person crying the whole time about his goddamn stupid hat,
Go
How do we
away,
get- how do
no
we get
one
red
likes
hat?
you.
the person whose reaction to hearing someone had destroyed their game was this.
What's
Who the
going on,
fuck broke the
Attempt?
map? Who the fuck broke the map?
Yeah.
I'm banning them. I don't give a shit at this point. Who broke
What?
the map?
Whoa, we hear you. Wait,
One
we
person-
hear that.
Yeah, one person broke the fucking map. I don't give a shit at this point. You
Oh
broke the
my
fucking
god,
command
he's
blocks.
raging right now.
Yeah,
Do you guys hear that?
Looking back at the replay, I found out that it wasn't just him. His teammate was also helping and actively encouraging him in his devious activities. If only they went into a closed VC, I would have never known.
We're escaping. That's what we're gonna do.
We're escaping? Oh, I know what you're talking about. Yeah! I like this idea.
But because of their unwillingness to follow simple rules, both of them had been exposed. I do understand that at the end of the day, they are both content creators, but breaking the game, ruining the event for others is just selfish. Don't go spreading any hate towards them, it's just an event and nothing more. The rest of the game mode went pretty poorly. One got banned, 2 people had to leave. I was trying my best to still salvage the game show, but inside, I felt a roar of emotions that I couldn't extinguish. All of these problems led back to the first one, people cancelling last minute. To have enough players, the moderators had to step in and play. That left everything else, control, organization, damage control, on me alone. When I started this project, I had 2 goals. The first was to create something fun, something people could enjoy together. The second was to give back to a community that helped me grow, hosted events, and supported my content. But somewhere along the way, I lost sight of that. I got so blinded by wanting to make the best content possible. I made a lot of bad decisions, inviting people that I had known would have started trouble, potentially even ruining the whole event. I prioritized numbers over structure, content over control, and that realization, that hurt more than any broken map ever could. All throughout the game show was eating me alive, but as they say, the show must go on. The rest of the event was much more calmer, and what I imagined it to be.
You saw it. But we have a prize for this. Whoever wins the trivia.
Oh my god.
Is that a fucking car?
With the person who was actively trying to ruin my game and a few more people gone, the game carried on nicely. We also had a new player join in. The next game was trivia, and although I thought it would be the weakest part of the event, it wasn't. People yelling, getting into arguments, having fun. This is what I imagined it to look like.
It says
Pick.
Okay, Black a Diamond.
This alone could have been its own video, so if you'd like to see that, please let me know. If you want to support the channel, consider liking and subscribing. The second to last game was about communication. One teammate could see the finished banner, the other had to recreate it using only instructions. The redstone system I tested over 20 times before the event did completely fail. I had to manually break all the doors just to keep things moving, but for once, nothing else went wrong. Some teams outsmarted me, others struggled and needed help, but everyone tried.
I can't lie, they have just finished the first one.
Oh.
Bruh. Tell them to hurry up. Like,
I cannot explain
This is is Silent Limb got a communication problem? I wouldn't have
don't
thought
know.
so, you know.
The last room was an escape challenge where things didn't copy correctly.
So over there, the glass is like doubled. Is that supposed to be like that?
No.
Yeah, I thought so.
How?
I thought that was a bit. I wonder if copying and pasting it over is like you've moved it and it's not fully registered it.
How? I am so baffled.
People managed to escape differently than I intended and found other ways to solve the puzzle.
I don't think so. I can't. Team 2 finished. Wait, where did he go?
How did you?
They made a pickaxe.
Well, at this point, I didn't care. I was just glad it had ended. If there's one lesson in all of this, it's that you need to know your priorities. Because the moment you lose sight of them, things start to fall apart. And when everything eventually collapses, at least knowing what you stood for makes it a lot easier to stand back up. Looking back now and talking to the people who were there, I don't think it was as big of a disaster as I thought in that given moment. People had fun, they laughed, they shared the experience, and in the end, that was always the goal. If anyone else makes a video from this event, they'll be linked in the comments so you can see their perspectives. For a long time, I thought this event failed, but failure isn't always things breaking. Sometimes, it's realizing too late what mattered most. And from me, that's all.